Hi guys, and today we got a pretty boring snapshot, but I will still cover everything added today. If you want more covering of snapshots, then you can subscribe to my channel. Let's start. Finally, Trail Ruins got the awaited changes. Here are all of them. Reworked structures based on community feedback. Added more structure variants. Sand no longer generates within the structures. Tweaked the amount of gravel and dirt. Tweaked the amount of suspicious gravel. Split the loot tables for the suspicious gravel within the structure. There is now a dedicated loot table for rare loot items, for example pottery sherds, smithing templates, and a dedicated loot table for more common loot drops, e.g. tinted glass pane, tools, candles, etc. Due to these changes you might see errors like failed to get element resource key Minecraft worldgun/processor_list, Minecraft trail_ruins_suspicious_sand, in an old snapshot world. These are harmless, but existing trail ruin structures that were not previously fully loaded might be missing parts of the structure. Changes. All pottery shards has been renamed to pottery sherds. If a vibration is scheduled to be received by a skulk sensor or skulk shrieker, they will stay queued until all adjacent chunks are loaded and ticking. Prevents vibration resonance setups from breaking when unloading their chunks from a distance. The game's application icon has been updated. This will be a grass block in release versions, and a dirt block in snapshot versions. Sniffer changes. Sniffers can now be tempted by torchflower seeds. Technical changes. The data pack version is now 14, accounting for item display orientation changes. Added a return command. Added recipe_crafted advancement trigger. Commands. Return. The return command can be used to control execution flow inside functions and change their return value. Effects. Remaining separate top-level commands in the currently executing function, if any, are skipped. The result value of the function command that triggered the function is changed from the number of commands executed to value. The result value of the return command is also value. Advancements. New triggers. Recipe_crafted. Triggered when crafting a recipe. Conditions. Recipe_id, the resource location of the recipe crafted. Ingredients, an array of predicates for the item stacks used in the recipe. A single item stack can only be used to fulfill one predicate. Each predicate needs to be fulfilled to trigger the advancement. This allows for separation between recipes that have same identifier but use different ingredients. This field is optional. When not provided, or left empty, only the recipe_id will dictate the success of the trigger. Tags. Added villager_plantable_seeds to represent which kind of seeds villagers can farm. Added maintains_farmland to represent which blocks will not cause farmland to be converted into dirt when placed on top of it. Display entity. Rendering changes. Item_display items have been rotated 180 degrees around y-axis to better match transformation applied when rendering items on armor stand head and in item frames. For reference, order of transformations applied to model, starting from innermost, is item_transform, rotate y 180, transformation field, entity orientation, billboard option plus rotation field plus pause field, fixed bugs in 23W16A, lag spike when crossing certain chunk borders, empty top subchunks don't update skylight in some cases, skylight maps not properly initialized, light maps are missing for initial skylight. Polished blackstone button takes longer to break than other buttons. Skulk sensors and shriekers do not work correctly when cloned, generated on superflat worlds or placed with custom structures. Skulk shriekers placed with NBT don't receive signals from nearby skulk sensors. Skulk sensor block entity and skulk shrieker block entity leak vibration listeners on update. /set idle timeout set to a timer longer than 35,791 disconnects the idle player immediately. Chiseled bookshelf redstone behavior is inconsistent. Sniffer does not have smooth animation transitions for some of its animations, like sniffing. Sniffer eating sounds aren't played when feeding them the last item of torchflower seeds within a stack. Sniffers can still dig when floated by levitation status effect. Sniffers can sniff while panicking. Torchflower doesn't maintain farmland used to grow it. Sniffer can't get into minecart. Amethyst in calibrated skulk sensor is shaded and not stretched. Walking near liquids causes stone footstep sounds to play. You can't brush blocks if a dropped item is between you and the block. Splash text sometimes covers several letters of Java edition. Skulk sensors and calibrated skulk sensors lack a cooldown state. Crash when modifying age property of a pitcher crop. Programmer art and high contrast built-in resource packs are incompatible. Villagers can't plant torchflower seeds or pitcher plant pods, despite picking them up. Subtitle for sniffers laying eggs is chicken plops. Feeding a sniffer while it is digging causes it to lay motionless for a while then dig again with no animation. You can't brush blocks if a dropped item is between you and the block. Splash text sometimes covers several letters of Java Edition. Skulk sensors and calibrated skulk sensors lack a cooldown state. Crash when modifying age property of a picture crop. Programmer art and high contrast built-in resource packs are incompatible. Villagers can't plant torchflower seeds or pitcher plant pods, despite picking them up. Subtitle for sniffers laying eggs is chicken plops. Feeding a sniffer while it is digging causes it to lay motionless for a while then dig again with no animation. Incorrect sound event ID spelling for block.sniffer.egg_crack and block.sniffer.egg_hatch. Expired. Key preventing players from logging in on servers. Using the /setBlock, /fill, or /clone commands to create little amounts of blocks in completely isolated areas causes large client-side stutters. That's everything added. See you in my next video. Bye.